Good morning, children. This is lecture 3 of chapter electrolysis. In this lecture, we will study about application of electrolysis, that is electroplating and electrorefining. Electroplating with metals. What is electroplating? Electroplating is a process in which a thin film of metal such as gold, silver, nickel, zinc, chromium, etc. are deposited on the surface of another metallic article with the help of electricity. Okay. Now, why electroplating is required? Electroplating is done for first is decoration purpose. Example, brass objects are plated with silver to give them an expensive look. Ordinary metallic jewelry is plated with gold or silver to make them look attractive and expensive also. Okay. The second use is to protect the surface from rusting and corrosion. For example, iron tools and appliances are often coated with nickel, zinc or chromium to protect them against rusting. This you have experienced, that is the handle of the door. They are electroplated. Okay. Conditions for electroplating. The first one is the article to be electroplated is always placed at the cathode. It is very important. What is the reason behind it? During electrolytic reaction, the metal is always deposited at the cathode by gain of electrons. You have seen this in the example of electrolysis. Number 2, the metal to be plated, which metal you want to be plated on the article, is always made the anode and has to be periodically replaced. Okay. The reason behind it, the metal anode continuously dissolves as ions in the solution and is to be replaced periodically. Number 3, the electrolyte must contain ions of the metal which is to be plated on the article. That is, be a suitable salt of the plating metal. Suppose you want to plate an article with copper, then you have to take the solution of copper sulfate only, because the copper, from the copper sulfate, copper ion will come out and that will migrate towards the cathode and there it will get discharged. See the reason? The electrolyte dissociates into ions of the metal which migrate towards cathode and are deposited as neutral metallic atom on the cathode. Okay. Next point, that is point number 4, a low current for a longer time should be used. Very important. Why? Because higher current causes uneven deposition of the metal. Longer time and low current initiates a thicker uniform deposition. This is an important point. Number 5, a direct current and not alternating current should be used. What is the reason? Alternating current causes discharge and ionization to alternate at the cathode, thus give no effective coating. Okay, so this number 4 and number 5, these 2 points are important. Electroplating an article with silver. For electroplating an article with silver, what we are doing, just see the figure here. See, this is an electrolytic cell. Now in that, this is the anode. In anode, we have taken block of pure silver. And cathode, we have taken the object or the article that to be electroplated. Let us suppose it is a spoon. Okay. And the solution in the electrolyte, as an electrolyte, we have taken as sodium argentocyanide, solution of sodium argentocyanide. Okay, now see here. The object to be electroplated, say a spoon, is thoroughly washed with caustic soda, dilute hydrochloric acid, and finally with detergent and distilled water. The object is then dried and made the cathode in the electroplating bath. I already explained. Next, the electrolyte that is used here is sodium or potassium argentocyanide. The formula of sodium argentocyanide is NaAgCN2 and potassium argentocyanide is KAgCN2. Now, how this is made? See, for sodium argentocyanide, it is prepared by adding sodium cyanide to a solution of silver nitrate until the precipitate formed is just dissolved. Okay, so this preparation is little tricky. Okay, now see here the form equation AgNO3 plus NaCN, it is giving you AgCN plus NaNO3. Okay, now NaCN and AgCN again it will react and it will give you NaAgCN2. So the ionic equation that NaAgCN2 will break when the electricity will pass, then we are getting Na plus ion, we are getting Ag plus ion because NaAg both are here and we are getting 2Cn minus. And we have taken that sodium argentocyanide solution, so naturally H2O also will be there. So it is dissociating to H plus and OH minus. So what are the cation present now in this full reaction? What are the cations we are getting? We are getting Na plus, we are getting Ag plus and H plus. We are getting Na plus, Ag plus and H plus. So all these three will move towards the cathode. But being silver lower in the reactivity series, that is electrochemical series, than sodium and hydrogen, so naturally silver will get discharge. So the cathode reaction is Ag plus will take one electron and it is giving you Ag. And as we have taken a block of pure silver as anode, now from the anode Ag will also discharge. It is forming Ag plus ion and it will dissolve in the solution. And from the solution it will again migrate towards the cathode. So anode reaction is Ag is giving you Ag plus and E minus. But though we are having Cn minus and OH minus anions present, but Ag is getting discharge. Why it is so? We will see in the next slide. It is not complete. Okay. Now at the cathode, the object to be electroplated, we have taken an anode plate of pure silver we have taken. Now ions present are Ag plus, Cn minus, Na plus, H plus, OH minus. Already I have shown you. The negative ions Cn minus and OH minus. Now this is important. The negative ions Cn minus and OH minus migrate towards anode, but none of them get discharged. Instead, anode itself loses electrons and Ag plus ions go into the solution. This silver ion migrate towards cathode. Okay, in the cathode we have taken the object to be electroplated. And by taking electron get deposited into the object as silver atom. Clear? Observations? Thickness of the coating will depends on the duration of the current passed. Number 2, in the process the anode dissolves, that you have seen from the anode silver Ag anode we have taken, silver anode. That silver anode is forming Ag plus and it is dissolved in the solution, and from the solution it is again migrating towards the cathode. Okay, see, this is, if suppose this is silver anode, we have taken silver anode, and this is the spoon. Okay, cathode, we have taken it as cathode. Now from here the Ag plus ion is coming out and dissolving in the solution, and again it will going towards this thing, cathode. Okay, this is your anode and this spoon is your cathode. So when it is moving towards the cathode, it will again get discharged here and forming a plating. Now next is the electrolyte solution maintains the same concentration, because Ag, from the solution the Ag is migrating towards cathode, and from anode again the Ag is dissolving as ion in the solution. And if it is finished, then we have to replace the anode. If silver nitrate is added directly in place of sodium argentocyanate, then what will be the problem? Silver coating is very fast but not smooth and uniform. So we are not directly using silver nitrate, we are using sodium argentocyanate. Electroplating with nickel. For electroplating with nickel, the object to be plated is made cathode again and the nickel plate as anode. Now I think you have understood that the object to be plated should be taken as cathode, and with what it should be electroplated, that article that is used as an anode. Now what is the electrolyte? Aqueous solution of nickel sulfate, NiSO4. Cathode, object to be plated, as I already told you, and anode nickel metal plate. Ionic equation NiSO4 is giving you Ni2 plus and SO4 2 minus, and H2O H plus and OH minus. And cathode reaction, what will happen? Ni2 plus will get discharged, it will take 2 electron and it will form Ni. In anode reaction, Ni will give you Ni2 plus and by taking 2 electrons. Okay. Now Ni2 plus ion are discharged at the cathode by taking 2 electrons. SO4 2 minus and OH minus ion migrates towards anode but neither get discharged. Children, this is again important. SO4 2 minus and OH minus ion migrate towards anode, because we are having 2 anion, SO4 2 minus and OH minus, but neither get discharged because Ni anode is active. It loses 2 electrons and passes into the solution as Ni2 plus. Okay, this is the diagram. So object to be coated is always placed at cathode. Electrolyte must be a salt solution of the metal to be electroplated, and anode is a strip of metal to be plated. I hope it is clear to you. Next application of electrolysis is electrorefining of metals. See here what is happening. Electrolytic refining is the process by which metal contain impurities are purified electrolytically to produce a pure metal. Actually, to form pure metal from an impure metal, we are doing electrorefining. And this process is known as electrorefining of metal. Metals like zinc, lead, mercury, silver, copper, etc. are refined or purified by electrolysis. Electrorefining of copper is in your portion. So we are talking about electrorefining of copper. Electrolyte, a solution of copper sulfate and dilute sulfuric acid we are using. Cathode, thin strip of pure copper. Cathode we are using thin strip of pure copper as cathode, and anode slab of impure copper. Okay, these are this small thin black lines, see these are, they are the strip of pure copper, and this thick one, this one is the slabs of impure copper. Okay, now anode, slabs of impure copper. Now cathode reaction, what will happen? Cu2 plus, it will take 2 electron, it is giving you copper. And anode reaction, Cu minus 2 electron, it is giving you Cu2 plus. Okay. When current is passed to the electrolyte, the copper ions of electrolyte get attracted towards cathode. When current is passed through electrolyte, the copper ions of electrolyte get attracted towards cathode and become neutral copper atom. And copper atom from the impure copper loses electron the same way. What is happening? Okay, from impure copper, the copper atom loses electron and pass into the electrolytic solution as Cu2 plus ions. Okay, this process is continued while the impure copper anode gradually fades. Finished. And the thin pure copper cathode become thicker. And that is why we have taken anode, the impure slabs of copper, slabs of impure copper. From there, the copper is getting discharged as ions, and it will go into the solution. And from there, it is moving to the cathode. The pure copper will move to the cathode. Okay, so the anode gradually gets finished and the thin pure copper cathode becomes thicker. One can get 99.9% pure copper by this process. Some impurities such as silver, gold get accumulated near the anode as anode slime, and these are recovered separately. Practice this diagram also. I hope you have understood what is happening. The same basis is there, that is, you have to take the cathode, which one you have to make pure or which one has to be electroplated, that is taken as cathode, and what the article that has to be electroplated or from the impure copper, we are taking it as anode. Along with this, the chapter electrolysis ends here. Go through these videos properly, try to understand and learn the content.